Good morning. This is Mick Ruby from MUFC Real Estate TV. Or maybe it's afternoon and evening. I don't know, wherever you're sitting in the world. But anyway, very good morning to you on this day of recording, July 20th, 2023. And we are not here to talk about the sales takeover, but it's kind of related to Sheikh Jassim and Night 2 Holding Foundation, and basically what media is writing about and what is trending. It is the topic of the directors, owners fitness test. So what is it? Well, stick around and we are here to find out and debunk it together. So have a drink on your coffee and see you in about a second or two. Now, in the midst of waiting for the final announcement that Sheikh Jassim or 9-2 Holding Foundation has been awarded the keys to Old Trafford, there's a lot of writing that it might take time with the Premier League fit and proper test, or the owners fit and proper test, which I believe it's not a problem, and it's a process that shouldn't take that long time, and hence I compiled this short video for you for your morning brew to understand what it is, who it's concerned, and what grounds can they reject Sheikh Jassim and his bid for Manchester United, or Ineos, or anyone in this instance. So let's dive right into it, and please do not forget to like and subscribe on the buttons below, and let's continue. In terms of what people are talking about, the Premier League owners and directors test, well, what is that? There is something very, very simple. The Premier League kind of defines its process of identifying whether not an interested party deserves of owning a club in England, as owners and directors test outlines requirements that would prohibit an individual for becoming an owner and director of the club. These includes criminal convictions, banned by sporting or professional body, or breaches of certain key football regulations as match fixing. So there's a set of rules, which is about 6 pages, set by the Premier League Directors Fitness and Owners Test. So it is a bunch of bullet points. Maybe it's worth to mention here, but among notable points that could be leading to rejection is if they have failed to provide the relevant information requested by the Premier League, which they probably haven't. If they have provided false, misleading, or inaccurate information, we don't know if they have. If they have directly or indirectly, she or he has been involved or has any power to determine or influence the management or administration of another club or football league club, which they haven't. If either directly or indirectly he, she acquires any significant interest in the club, while he or she either directly or indirectly holds any interest in any class of shares in another club. As far as we know, it's pretty clean. He, she becomes prohibited by law by becoming a director, including without limitation or result of being subject for disqualification order as director under Company Directors Disqualification Act 1986, if he or she being subject to the teams of undertaking given the Secretary of State under CDDDA, unless a court or competent jurisdiction makes an order under the CDDDA permitting an appointment as a director. And finally, if he, she has a conviction which is not spent conviction imposed by a court of the United Kingdom of competent court of foreign jurisdiction. So, ladies and gentlemen, according to my opinion, there is nothing to be put in the Christmas tree here. It seems like they have a clean slate, but I believe that the director's fitness test looks similar like this. We're seeing that Shahzad will be probably the chairman of the Manchester United. Below, you will have a CEO, similar structure what you see at Manchester City. You have Shahzad Shabazz being the chairman, and the CEO, I don't know, for now it looks like Richard Arnold or maybe be a Abdulrahman Abdullah Al Ansari, which we reported before is heavily involved as one of the directors, or will he be the Chief Operation Officer or COO? You have Fadi Bakos as well, which is also commercial aspect. He's very astute when it comes to commercial and legal. And also on top of that food chain, you have Sheikh Jassim Al Thani. And this is the way I see the board of directors fitness test. The rest is kind of an org chart that I have to provide. I do not sit with that information. I think this has already been submitted, must be submitted, and it doesn't take a long time to it's approved, people. Anyway, this is just a high level in how a director's fitness test could look like, but please let me know in the comments below what you think, because it really, really matters, because we are a global fan base all over the world, and what we try to provide is, in layman's term, the voice of reasoning, providing logic, reasoning, and all that jazz. So, what do we draw to a conclusion, right? I've been quite consistent to say that for weeks, to say that according to my analysis, according to my conversations that I had, according to credible sources as well, that all roads leads to a full sale and all roads goes to 9-2 Holding Foundation. It is time to say goodbye. It is the end of the Glazers area. It is surreal, but I do expect this. I do expect this to be announced this week. That's what people are saying. That's what rumors are saying. It's not going to be the British media that's getting exclusive scoop. Most likely to go by Bloomberg, a Reuters, or a one of the global network, CNBC or something like that, based out of America, through the Rain Group and the club officials. But anyway, I want to also give a big shout out to 1958 and also United Against the Glazers for keeping the fight. It's been 18 years, but until then, I keep my powder dry, and all we're waiting for is to pop that champagne to get a relief, because it's been relentless in mental health. But we will see. All we're waiting for when the announcement will be. Hand over the keys, Mr. Glazer. Let's move on. Give Erik ten Hag the power of attorney to go to the transfer market that opens up in 10 days. 10 days. And we will be cooking over summer. This has been Mick Ruby from MUFC Realist TV. If something new, major breaking, of course, we are here to cover it for you. Thank you, and please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.